So, another Afghanistan story here. This one will also involve my buddy Hooker. Um, and I forget who the other. So, there was a soldier with me. His name was Mulaski. He was our FO. And I forget who the other guy we brought was. It might have been Doc Vescovi on this particular mission. But Hooker had a sniper background from when he was with 10th Mountain. And I had my long range surveillance background from when I was with long range surveillance. So we get a mission, just the four of us, to set into a hide and surveillance site. Because again, where we were at on Fob Tillman was like 3 kilometers away from the Pakistani border. And the mountaintop we were setting up on top of, there was a small valley, and on the other side of the valley was like a mountain called Snoopy or some shit. It was a TRP because we were always getting fucking attacked from over there or whatnot. But they'd use this valley to fucking come in and get supplies and fighters in and out of the fucking area. So the four of us get tasked to take the Fister up there, and we're just gonna fucking insert late at night, and then during the day when we start seeing movement, we're just gonna have Mulaski, me, and Hooker fucking just calling fucking drops, bombs, JDAMs, artillery, indirect, whatever the fuck. Whatever we can get to fucking kill these motherfuckers. So we had inserted with Hooker and, again, I'm not sure, but I'm going to say Vescovi. They're in the hide site. So they're pulled back probably 100 meters from our location. And me and Mulaski at night fucking went to the front side of the mountain. Because you don't want to sit right on top, because then you look like a tumor. And you're really easy to spot. So we were maybe 20 or 30 meters down on the front side of this fucking mountain. And it's daylight. Some other weird shit happened on this mission. Like, I used to keep my sleeves cuffed. And, just to get air. And at one point in time, I'm on the fucking glass. And this little fucking snake, I don't know what kind of snake it was. It kind of looked like a coral snake. But it wasn't, because I don't think they're indigenous to Afghanistan. Whatever it was, fucking highly dangerous. And it comes slithering in front of me. But I can't fucking move, because I don't want to give up my position. And it fucking slithers up to my fucking arm and takes a look inside my fucking sleeve before it decides to go another way. It's like, thank God, man. Like, what was I going to do at that fucking point, get bit by a fucking snake and get KIA'd, which would happen later on in my military career to somebody else in Africa. So, anyways, we're fucking sitting there, me and Mo, front side of this mountain, and I get a fucking call on the radio. So I'm like, Hooker, whatever our call signs was. He's basically calling me. He's like, you need to fucking pull back from your position, leave Mo in place, and you should come back and take a look at this. I'm like, what the fuck could be important enough to pull me off of the fucking surveillance site? Like, one, it's broad daylight. Like, the chances of us being compromised goes up exponentially during the day. Like, it's not tactically sound or smart to do that. Hooker has a sniper background, so he knows better. So, like, trusting his judgment. If he's telling me I need to pull back for a couple of minutes to take a look at something, it must be fucking important. So I tell Mo, hey, I'll be right fucking back, and I fucking shimmy my way up fucking on my stomach, up a fucking mountain, maybe 20 meters, not very easy to do when you're fucking low crawling. And I get to the backside of the mountain, and I fucking get up, and I'm like wandering around, like, because it's just the four of us, there could be Hodge anywhere. And I'm like, Hook, where are you? I hear a psst, and out comes Hook from behind a bush. And he's got this big shit-eating grin on his face, just like Hooker being Hooker. And again, if I haven't mentioned it in a previous video or a future video, his name is Garrett Hooker, and he is the whitest full-blooded Native American I've ever fucking met in my life. Like, he looks albino. He's so white, but he's straight up fucking off the res Indian. Just a rad dude. Oh, and then his Hooker dyke wedding. I gotta fucking record a story.
Yeah, that one
too.
That one too.
So I'm like, what the fuck, Hook? What's going on? He's like, come check it. Look, take a look at this. Fuck. So I go over around to the bush where he's hiding at, and I shit you not, on the ground is the most massive fucking turd I've ever fucking seen in my life. 1 second.
Do we have anything?
This'll work. So this is sparkling ice, not a sponsor. He's got a fucking turd on the ground. I shit you not, longer than this, and every bit is fucking thick as it. I mean, it is a massive fucking human turd. And he's just like, I did that. I'm like, how? How did that come out of your ass? That's like a man giving birth to triplets. But that's army food for you. MREs, they're gonna fucking stuff you up. So I tell this story for years to people. And a couple years back, like the year before me and Brandy got fucking divorced, me and her flew out to North Dakota to go surprise Hooker. Our buddy Brandon was trying to get everybody together to go see Hooker for no particular reason, to see Hooker and for us to get together. So it was like me, First Sergeant Hayner, Brandon, Hooker, and Work, and Ibarra were the ones that show up. And we're all fucking swapping stories. And it's always great when you get some of us together. Because Wendy's fucking hearing all these stories get told. She's like, I had no idea. I didn't fucking believe it. But you're telling the exact same story, just from a different perspective. And so I tell that story, and Hooker is just laughing his fucking ass off. And Wendy's like, he told me that story, but I didn't believe it. I'm like, no, that fucking happened. Like, that dude took the most massive shit ever. Again, I mean, just, this is fucking huge. Like, maybe like that long. It was at least a foot of fucking turd. That fucking round.
What the fuck?
And yeah, it was so important to him at that point in time in his life that our mission needed to be compromised so that I could go take a look at his poop. Only in the Army. Only in the infantry. Only when you're with Garrett Hooker.